back to Channel 34 and our holiday special. Montclair is indeed home for the holidays. And it is my great pleasure to welcome Alistair Bate, to our Major Alistair Bate of the Salvation Army, to our program today. And he's going to talk a little bit about exactly what's happening, specifically for Thanksgiving and a little bit for Christmas. And my first question, I think, to Major Bate is, what is new with the Salvation Army?
Thanks, Jean. It's great to be here again this year and to talk about all of the wonderful things that we're able to do this time of year. But what's new, our new building at Trinity Place is just a wonderful thing. After 3 years of getting by in rented space, we are now back home. So we are home for the holidays, which is good. Mm-hmm. And we are able, because of that, to provide some wonderful programs this year. And we're just thrilled about this season and what we are able to do.
Mm-hmm. Good, good. Well, I'm sure, thank goodness for the new building, because there are probably a lot more clients as a result of the economic downturn and the vulnerable people in the community who need your services. Have you been able to accommodate more folks?
We have. We have seen, goes without saying, an increase in people coming to receive utility assistance, rental assistance, as well as even the basics of food assistance. Our feeding program, which runs 3 days a week, has seen an increase in numbers, and we are already receiving higher numbers of assistance requests for this Thanksgiving and Christmas. Our Thanksgiving dinner on Thanksgiving Day is exciting. We're already gearing up for that, and volunteers will be joining us. We always look for donations of turkeys, cooked turkeys, desserts, and the likes. And we are planning on feeding over 1,000 people with delivered meals, and then about 100 meals there at Trinity Place on that day as well. And that is up. We've seen requests, particularly from people who need meals delivered. Mm-hmm. And so we're also looking for drivers to help us get those meals out on Thanksgiving Day.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned cooked turkeys. The other organizations that we've spoken with are looking for frozen turkeys, but by Thanksgiving Day, it's got to be cooked.
We don't. Our assistance is not with a food basket. I believe Human Needs Food Pantry provides that, but we provide a cooked meal.
A cooked meal.
So 1,000 people, 1,000 meals. That's a lot of turkeys. So we carve them up there on the day and serve them there, and they're delivered or they're fed right there at our building.
Could you use some more cooks in the kitchen to help?
Thanksgiving Day, actually, we receive a lot of help that day. So I would say it would be better if people could help us in other ways through the season.
Good.
We do get a big influx of volunteers on that day. And volunteers do need to register so that we know who's coming and we can assign jobs.
Well, that's important. How would someone do that?
By calling our office. Anna Marie Golia is our Director of Volunteers, and she's organizing everybody. So.
Okay. So a phone call to you to let you know they're coming.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
And hopefully the number can be on the screen. So
yes, the number will be on the screen, and we'll be sure that you have that kind of information. It's very important. I know if I have 6 people for dinner, I need to know. I can't imagine well over 1,000.
Yep.
meals.
We have usually upwards of 80 volunteers on that day.
Oh,
so we have to divide up the jobs so that everyone can do something.
That's amazing. Well, that takes care of Thanksgiving Day. Now, on the heels of Thanksgiving, Christmas will be here.
Yes.
And Hanukkah, and I'm just wondering, I know you have a toy program.
We do. Our toy shop has been running for many years now, and we're taking applications on the 1st and 2nd of December, ready for the distribution, which happens on the 16th and 17th of the month.
How does the distribution take place?
It's a wonderful thing. We set up our whole gymnasium as a massive toy store with all of the donated toys, and parents who qualify can come in without their children and shop for free.
And Santa Claus, right.
They can pick out from various age categories what they need for their family. We always have an influx of donations of toys for smaller children, which are, they're the great colorful toys that we can display. But it's always hard to to cater to our teenagers. And so we're looking for gifts that would be age appropriate for teenagers. And usually that ends up as a gift card for a clothing store or some nice piece of clothing or electronics, which are always expensive.
So expensive,
But those are the needs that we face in the toy shop.
And then again, if somebody wants to contribute either a product or a monetary donation,
yes,
how do they do that?
Well, certainly the toys can be brought in at any time. We have here at the AMP on Valley Road an angel tree, as well as out in West Caldwell at the ShopRite. They've helped us out tremendously with providing for an angel tree, and there they can actually pick a child's name off the tree and provide for that child. But they can also adopt a family, which is a great way of helping a whole family. And we provide the ages and interests of that family and the needs of that family. And we have several individuals, families, and corporations even, or office staff around the town that will actually adopt a family and provide the food, the toys, everything for that family for the season. And we really could use some help in that area. As far as volunteering, certainly in our toy store to set up and control the toy shop.
You mentioned a gymnasium. Have you got a great big new beautiful gymnasium?
We do.
That's great.
At the gymnasium, we've got classroom space. We've got some wonderful areas that we're able to use.
Which I'm sure are all appreciated by the volunteers and the workers and the clients.
One nice thing this Thanksgiving that we're able to do, the dinner is at 12 o'clock, but we're inviting all our guests to come at 11 o'clock for a Thanksgiving service in the chapel. So
lovely.
They can get ready for the meal and give thanks together.
Excellent. Well, that sounds wonderful. Is there anything else that you'd like to talk about, either with regard to your new building and the facilities that are available? You're in a wonderful neighborhood now. Things have quieted down. The construction workers are almost finished with the other building that's going on. Do you have folks who come any distance to get help at your facility? And
we generally are catering just to the Montclair area, which does go into Cedar Grove and Verona and even Caldwell. So we do this general area. We do help people from around the area.
Right.
I would just say the only other thing that we're really trying to help with is the tremendous need for utility and rental assistance at this time. It's the hardest piece of assistance that we give because of the immense cost of it. So we are actively pursuing funding for that.
Monetary donations.
And we are very positive that we will be able to get some help for people if they qualify, which is if they are within 250% of the poverty line. So we are trying to help people in that way.
In that regard, what about the kettles that will be appearing outside the stores?
Absolutely vital. And if people cannot help with monetary donations or other donations, then they can certainly help with volunteering a couple of hours to ring a bell for us. The more volunteers that we get ringing bells on our kettles, that helps immensely with our assistance programs. The less that we have to actually pay people to be there to ring the bells. So we're looking for volunteers again this year to help with that, and they'll be seen at area stores throughout December.
Well, this is incredible, the work that you do, not only at holiday time but all year long. You also have a facility on North Fullerton Avenue, which you maintain.
In its 25th year, the Cornerstone House provides shelter for men, women, and children who are temporarily without housing, and we work with them to try, within 3 months, to try and get them back into permanent housing. And it's a wonderful program that's been supported by this community tremendously, and it's a privilege to be able to offer that assistance.
Many, many years of good work. It's amazing. Hard work and good work, and very, very huge contributions to people in the community. I think really of all the organizations that I remember, and I've been in Montclair a long, long time, the Salvation Army has always been a big part of holiday time, but also all year long. thank you for coming to talk to us
Thank you, Jean.
today. It's a pleasure.
Nice to see you again.
Thanks.